Now let us see the structure of Earth as such. So the outermost thing is crust, then we got crust which is continental, and we got oceanic crust where ocean is present. Then the next one is, this is mantle. Mantle, you understand there are three bifurcation, transition zone, upper and lower mantle, inner mantle. Then we have core. In core you have got two things. One is this is the center of Earth. So in this again we have got one and two areas. The other one is outer core, and this inside is inner core. Now solid inner core is there. This is solid inner core, this portion, this slightly brighter one, and the darker one is liquid outer core. Now as we can see this mantle part, and look at the values of radius. This is 6371 kilometers, okay, and because of this we can guess like this is almost up to 100 kilometers, then 350 kilometers, then 2883 kilometers till 5140. You have this kind of so 5140 onwards to 6378 or 6400, you will get inner core. You will get inner core. Fine. Now next is continental crust thickness, greatly exaggerated because we just wanted to understand this diagram. Then you can check the portions called asthenosphere, lithosphere and mesosphere, okay, that are the part of this Earth's surface only. We'll discuss in detail. The average density of Earth is 5515 kilograms per meter cube. It's kilogram per meter cube. So that value you should remember, 5515. Now this average density of Earth itself is very high in comparison to the surface material, 3000. So understand, on surface you got some 3000, average is some 5515. So certainly the inner will be much more than 5500, and that's the reason that we understand that the denser material exists within the Earth core. Very important line it is. So denser material exists in Earth core. Now you can also prove this thing by making sure that if we go inside the Earth, okay, this is the Earth's center. So if you go inside the Earth, can I say the heavier things have sank and the lighter one have come up. So because of that we can also understand the denser material exists within the Earth core only. Now evidence for high density core comes from the study of seismology, that is study of earthquakes and structure of Earth also. Now understand this part, that mechanical properties and chemical composition of the Earth can be provided by different layers of Earth. Mechanical properties mainly are adhered to lithosphere. Litho, you understand litho, so you can relate it with the concept in history also, okay, and the term called lithography, okay, writing on stones. So litho is basically a word for stone, or we can say the solid crust portion. Asthenosphere, and then we have mesosphere. So three different portions which will give you the mechanical properties, and then chemical compositions you can guess with the crust and mantle part. Now look at the composition of Earth versus Earth crust. See, Earth and Earth crust, if you understand the composition, it is entirely different in terms of values and all. See, if you go to the crust itself, can I say the maximum thing is maximum portion is consisted by oxygen, which is 46%. But if you go to the whole Earth, oxygen is very less in amount compared to this one. It is 30%. And then maximum portion is not oxygen. For complete Earth, it will be iron. So that order itself has changed. Fe, O, here O is the first one. So understand the difference between these two things. Now go to the next level. The next is silicon, which is 28%. On the other hand, in this case, we will be having oxygen. So oxygen, silicon. So understand the difference between the crust as well as the Earth as such in terms of composition. Now the third one is silicon in this one. So FeOSi. And on the right side, you got aluminium. This is aluminium. Then the next one is magnesium, is 13. And if you go to this one, this is magnesium 4%. So see, amounts you can check that the values are entirely different. 13% total and 4% here. Can I say the meaning is crust is having comparatively less amount of magnesium if you compare with the Earth as such. So these kind of statements will be important for your UPSC exam. So understand these parts. Now nickel, sulfur, calcium, aluminium and other. So look at this part, that aluminium is almost 1% here and 8% in crust. So that difference should be very, very clear. without any doubt.